Steve Rockland. I'm the director of the Picnic Theater Company. Woo! That was almost acceptable. Once again, my name is Steve Rockland. I'm the director of the Picnic Theater Company. That was so unexpected. We are thrilled that you are here tonight and to share with you our love and passion for Ray Bradbury. If you are not familiar with Ray Bradbury, I can describe him like this. He is the science fiction maestro. You can think of him as the precursor to the Twilight Zone. You can think of him as the close cousin to George Orwell's 1984, and he is the avowed muse of Steven Spielberg and Stephen King. So you have an idea of what you are in for tonight. And the stories that we are going to prepare for you are two of his most famous short stories that were written in 1950s, from a 1950s sort of sensibility projecting out into the future. And they were delivered by a program, an NBC program called Dimension X. It was a radio show focused on science fiction, and it's kind of having a moment right now. It was featured in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. One of the characters is driving and listening to it. And so what is so interesting is that Dimension X was a radio program. They never made it to TV. They did try to sort of break in, apparently, to the golden age of television. And the Picnic Theater Company's incredible history and archivist department was able to identify that they were making this effort to do this, and they actually located a few minutes of the video that they tried and failed to get made into a pilot back in the 1950s. And then Picnic Theater Company's Rackerjack technology. Seriously, people, I just have to say something. Just say something from the heart. These are unsung heroes of the Picnic Theater Company. They are dedicated, young, smart. It's me. Lovingly restored the video, and we decided that we had to work this into the play and start the first story, which is called The Veldt, and share this video with you. Now, the people who have come the first two nights that we put this on have remarked to me that it is uncanny how the 1950s actors resemble our cast tonight. And that is purely intentional. Our cast has spared no expense to make themselves look exactly like the 1950s play. So I think you'll be very impressed. So if the technology gods are on our side, we will start in just a few seconds. Cross your fingers and sit back or stand back and relax, drink heavily, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Introducing the Happy Life Home, where, with our technology from the future, we take the work out of housework and give you a happy life. Don't believe me? Meet the Hadley family, real life owners of a Happy Life Home. Hello, Hadleys. Hello. So tell us about your Happy Life Home.
Go ahead, George.
Oh gosh, where to start? I guess I just wanted the best for my family, and to me, there's nothing better than a happy life home.
My husband is right. Our happy life home is like a dream come true.
How's that, Mrs. Hadley?
Well, the house wakes us up every morning with the loveliest music. It picks out the outfits for George and me and the kids, and it even gets them dressed. Why, Happy Life Home makes all of our meals.
And a lot tastier than you used to make.
Why, you being nice. I may not be the best cook. I try to be a good wife and cook and sew and clean and raise our beautiful children. But it's so hard to stay on top of everything. With Happy Life, the house does it all.
That must feel pretty good.
Well, you know what they say.
What's that, Mr. Hadley?
Happy wife, happy life.
These are our children, Peter and Wendy. Say hello to the nice man, children. Hello!
Well, how about it, Peter? How's Happy Life Living treating you?
Well, sir, it's like the house cares for you. It's like a loving guardian. Happy life living is the only kind of living I could imagine.
Well, what a precocious young man you are. What about you, sweetheart?
Happy life living is the only kind of living that I could imagine, too.
Thanks so much, Hadley. Now let's hear from the Anderson family.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but sometimes our previous home, well, it felt almost like,
It's okay, honey, go on.
well, almost like a chore.
Let me tell you, Happy Life Home costs a pretty penny. See the smile on this one's face after a long day at the office? Well, makes it all worthwhile.
Now our home feels like a palace, and we get to use all the rooms.
Especially the bedroom.
Sounds like Happy Life's technology from the future is worth every cent.
It sure is. Thank you, Happy Life Home.
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 Thank you, Happy Life Home. Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Thank you, happy life home.
Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Thank you, happy life home.
Thank you, Happy Life Home. Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Thank you,
Happy Life Home.
Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Thank you, happy life home.
Thank you, Happy Life Home. Thank you, Happy Life Home.
Adventures in time and space, told in future tense. Dimension X.
X.
The National Broadcasting Corporation and Street and Smith, publishers of astounding science fiction, welcome you to Dimension X. Tonight, we introduce you to a soundproof Happy Life Home, which cost the Hadley family $30,000 installed. It clothed and fed and rocked them to sleep, and played and sang and was good to them. Day after day, their lives purred on, measured and controlled by the nucleonic thermostats, the iridium sponge server brains which made the beds, washed down the bathroom floors, and made sure the salt cellars flowed freely without clogging. Twice a day, the house paused, rang a quiet bell, and turned precisely 90 degrees on its axis, in order that the view from the Solaroid living windows might be altered. To avoid ennui. But the pride of the house was the playroom. The Happy Life salesman had been most enthusiastic, and the playroom was the best. The crystalline walls wavered from 2 to 3 dimensions, and the pseudo-textured composite flooring shifted gently from brick to dirt to waving grass. And the odor of phonics wafted the scent of fantasy through the air. The playroom was the best. But then, they wanted the best for their children. The technicians installed the playroom, and the heavy coaxial cable was brought in from the main line, and the walls sprang to life, and the mental control banks and relays hummed. How could a family like the Hadleys feel anything but bliss in their happy life home? How could they? Indeed.
George, I wish you'd have a look at the playroom.
Playroom? What's wrong with the playroom?
I don't know. It's just off.
Off? What do you mean by off?
I just wish you'd have a look at it, or call the psychologist in to have a look at it. Call Dr. McLean.
What would Dr. McLean want with the playroom?
George, it's off. If I could articulate it, I would.
Well, we've had the kids in front of that head shrinker enough as it is. Look at it. Well, I take a look at it first. Then we'll see about Dr. McLean. That playroom was the most expensive thing that Happy Life sold us. Kids love it. Heck, I love it too. Especially since it keeps them out of our hair. Well, you're better doggone you work.
God, I know. Growing up, my playroom was a stuffy old rec room. All I had were dolls and crayons.
I know, your parents forced me on a tour of all your artwork.
George, I would have killed to have a playroom like that could bring whatever we were thinking, our wildest dreams to life. Or a facsimile of it anyway.
Well, let's take a look. Playroom open. Is this the Africa belt? Oh boy, it's so neat. Lydia, our kids are so creative. Check out those lions over there. Wow. This is incredible. There's nothing wrong with this playroom.
Look over there. You see? There are lions far over that way. Now they're moving towards the water hole. Looks like they've been eating an animal of some kind. It could be a zebra or baby giraffe, maybe?
Well, are you sure?
Well, I assume they are responsible for those bloody carcasses over there.
Well, sweetheart, a lion's got to eat too. No, our kids are just creative, brilliant prodigies, that's all. I'm proud of our kids. There's nothing wrong with this place, so let's not overreact.
Look.
Where?
There.
Are those vultures? of the circle of life, huh?
George, look.
What do they have in their mouths? Are those?
Entrails.
But that's
Disgusting.
I suppose it's showing attention to detail, huh?
It's disturbing, George. These are projections from our children's brains. Notice how every animal in here is devouring some poor, screaming creature. Look at the hyenas and the wild dogs. There is a leopard in the tree that has just finished a kill. They are all bloody messes.
What was that?
Did you hear that too? That's why I had to tell you. Peter and Wendy love this playroom so much. I could overlook anything in here. I could attribute it to an overactive imagination or paying too much attention in science class, but that sound.
Huh. Reminds me of something. I can't put my finger on it.
It's amazing how lifelike they are.
God, this sun's so hot. We're gonna have to adjust those settings. Lines are so well rendered.
I know. You can practically smell them. Musk? Is that what you call it? Musk? Or whatever it is you put in that old spice cologne of yours? I have to hand it to the kids. It's all very true to life. Oh, for goodness sakes, George, can we just get out of here?
All right, play remote.
Did you see? Did you feel? It's too real. George, I'm really afraid.
Honey, walls. Remember? Just glass walls. That's all they are. Now look, I admit it was very real. I mean, having Africa in your living room. Arr. But you're just created from three-dimensional film across plates of glass. And the machines that make the smells and sounds that go with it.
Okay, I'll grant you they weren't going to eat us, but George, it's not healthy for the children. I want you to tell Peter and Wendy to stop reading so much about Africa.
Fair enough.
And lock the playroom up for a few days until I can get over this.
Honey, you know how Peter feels about that. I punished him a little while ago and locked it up for a few hours, and it was like an ace bomb went off. And Wendy too. You know, they live for that playroom.
It has to be locked up. That's all there is to it. I don't know, maybe everything in this house needs to be locked up. Maybe I don't have enough to do. Maybe I've got too much time to think. Why don't we shut down this whole house for a few days and take a vacation from happy life?
You mean you want to fry my eggs for me?
Yes.
And my socks?
Yes.
And clean the house?
Yes. Oh, yes.
But I thought that's why we bought this place, so we wouldn't have to do it.
That's just it. I feel like I don't belong here. The house is wife and mother and nurse to the children. Can I compete with the African veldt? Can I bathe and wash the children as effectively as the automatic body wash can? Can't. And it isn't just me, it's you. You've been awfully anxious lately.
I suppose I've been smoking a little too much.
You act as if you don't know what to do with yourself in this house either. Every morning you're smoking a little bit more and drinking a little bit more every afternoon, and you're taking a few more pills to help you sleep at night.
Am I?
Hello, Father. Hello, Mother.
Oh my word, children, you startled us.
So silly.
How was school today, kids?
Well, Father, I completed my assignments by their deadline. I was attentive and participated actively in class. I was conscientious and assisted my classmates who are slower in their abilities. I think my teachers see me as a good citizen and teammate. Across all metrics, I'm performing at a top level. I think you would have been very proud.
Yes, Father. And I completed my assignments too, and I paid attention, and I was a citizen, and I was faster than the slower ones, and I was
Conscientious.
yes, that. I made you proud.
Well, Wendy and I will take our supper in the playroom if there are no objections.
Oh, children, about that. Your father and I have...
Look, why don't you do your homework first, and then we're going to sit down together for a family meal.
Wendy? Certainly, Father. Wendy and I completed the majority of our assignments in study hall. We will tidy up any loose ends and be happy to sit for dinner for, shall we agree on 1/2 hour?
Peter, a half an hour is like a half a class at school. That's practically forever. Let's go to the playroom now.
No, look, homework first. Now run along.
Certainly, Father. Run along we shall. Wendy?
George, I thought we...
I know. Let's go look at that playroom. Huh? Playroom open. Lions, go away. Playroom. Command prompt, lions, go away. Playroom, let's have Aladdin and his lamp. Come on, room. Send Aladdin.
Aladdin! Aladdin! For God's sake, Aladdin!
Full room's out of order. It won't change.
Or it can't change because the children have been thinking about Africa and lions and killing for so many days that the playroom is stuck in a pattern it can't get out of.
Could be.
Or maybe Peter has set it to remain that way. He may have gotten into the machinery and fixed something.
Peter's IQ is off the charts, but he doesn't know anything about mechanics. Let's get to the bottom of this right now. Playroom exit. Wendy, Peter, come here immediately. Why don't we have a little talk about the playroom?
Playroom, Father? What about the playroom?
Playroom? Father, what about the playrooms?
All about Africa and everything.
Africa? I don't understand, Mother.
We don't understand, Mother.
Your father and I were just traveling through Africa.
There's no Africa in the playroom. I don't remember any Africa. Do you?
Africa? No, Africa isn't even interesting.
Ah, come on, Peter, we know better.
Wendy, run see and come tell.
Wait, Wendy, come back here.
Wendy will look and come tell us.
She doesn't have to tell me anything. I know what I saw, Peter.
I'm sure you're mistaken, Father.
Well, it is in Africa.
Let's see about this. Playroom open. Go to bed.
What? But Father, you said that if we did our homework and we sat for that stupid dinner, that we could go to the playroom.
Stupid dinner? Young lady, you watch your mouth. Now you heard your father.
Wendy is right. This was not part of our arrangement.
Go to bed now.
What is that?
Oh, wall of mine all messed up.
You mean all chewed up? We have given the children everything they ever wanted. Is this our reward? Secrecy, not doing what we tell them.
Who was it that said children are like carpets? They need to be stepped on occasionally. We haven't lifted a hand.
Let's admit, they are unbearable. They come and go as they please. They treat us like we're the children in the family. They're spoiled, and we're spoiled. As soon as we turn our backs, they will turn that playroom back into those horrible vultures and lion kills. George, we have to get Dr. McLean in here tomorrow.
Honey, isn't a psychologist a little overkill?
Mother! You're not going to lock up the playroom for good, are you?
Look, kids, if you just change things a little bit, a little variety, get out of the Africa thing. Why don't we have something like Hawaii, or maybe Denmark, or the great state of Greenland?
I thought we were free to play as we wished.
You are within reasonable limits.
What's the matter with Africa?
Oh, so you admit to thinking of Africa, do you?
I wouldn't want the playroom locked up. Ever.
Well, as a matter of fact, your mother and I are considering closing the whole house down for about a month. Live sort of the happy family existence.
What? That sounds terrible. Would I have to tie my own shoes instead of letting the machine do it? And brush my own teeth and comb my own hair? And give myself a bath?
It would be fun for a change, don't you think?
No, it would be horrible. I didn't like it when you brought out that picture painter thing last month.
Oh, darling, that's because you had to learn how to paint all by yourself.
By myself? Ugh! I don't want to do anything but look and listen and smell. What else is there to do?
Are you going to shut down the house sometime soon?
We're considering.
Well, I wouldn't consider it anymore, Father.
I won't have you threaten me, Peter.
Very well.
Dr. McLean?
Dr. McLean, ASAP!
Household! Any breakfast for your friendly local head shrinker? In, doctor. I will have Happy Life fix you up some eggs. Sunny side up, please. Oh, thanks, Lydia. Okay, so what's so urgent? Pat, would you have a look at our playroom? You saw it about a year ago when you dropped by. Did you notice anything unusual about it then?
Can't say I did. The usual violence, tendency towards a slight paranoia here and there, but this is usual in children, because they feel their parents are always doing something or other to make them suffer. So,
I locked it up, and they broke into it last night. Now, I let them stay so they could form the patterns on the walls for you to observe. Let's take a look.
Pat, what do you make of that sound?
technically speaking, I describe that sound as pretty creepy.
Let's go take a look. Playroom over.
Hello! What's this? Africa in all its splendor.
Wendy, Peter, why don't you run along? Don't change the images. Leave the walls as they are. Now run along, kids, outside. Chop, chop.
Don't smoke. You can come back when the adults are finished. Now get.
Are those hyenas? Fighting with vultures over oh, gross! What is that? How long has this been going on?
Entrails. Tell me about it. This has been going on for about a month now.
Okay, look, this is not good. This is not good at all. In fact, this is very, very bad. Yes. You see, one of the original uses of these rooms was so we could study the patterns left on the walls, left there by the child's mind. And we could look at them whenever we wanted to and so help for the child. But in this case, the room has become a means of creating destructive thoughts instead of helping them to go away.
Well, didn't you sense this before?
I sensed only that you had spoiled your children more than most, and now that you're letting them down in some way. What way?
For goodness sake, they wanted to go to a party in New York, all by themselves, and I didn't let them go. And, you know, when they act up, I'll take a few of the machines away from the house.
You threatened to lock the playroom up for a few days when they didn't do their homework. You locked it for 3 days.
Well, it's quite clear. Before they had a Santa Claus, and now they have a Scrooge.
Gosh, Pat, how did we get here? I mean, no two people do more and work harder and make sure their kids are loved than we do.
We give them every opportunity.
And we support their mental development.
And their physical development. And don't forget their spiritual development.
Oh, no, don't forget their spiritual development.
There's language lessons and music lessons and additional mathematics instruction so that they can succeed in any career that they choose.
To make sure they're well-rounded. And don't forget that thing.
That's right. There are play groups to stimulate their capacity for innovative thought.
And the dance thing.
Dance thing? Oh, yes. You mean the workshop on nonverbal expression through movement?
Sure, whatever.
Oh, Doc, that is so important for the formation of a strong ethic of confident self-expression. Is that so wrong, Doctor? I mean, I think of George's parents, his father.
Children should be seen and not heard. God, I heard that 1,000,000 times.
My parents left me alone to fend for myself on the playground. It was like the Lord flies. I told myself I'd be better than that. I wouldn't let my children suffer those indignities or fall behind or experience the pain of losing. Our children would know that they were loved unconditionally and that they were always the very, very best. And that even if they couldn't get the first place ribbon, they'd get a ribbon just for trying very hard and having the courage to participate.
Amen, just like the millennials.
And if all else fails, we will bribe the college sailing coach for admission. That's so wrong.
Well, winning is important for confidence and esteem, which is important for development. But let's not underestimate the importance of losing. And from time to time, every once in a while, on occasion, you're giddier. You know that losing builds character and empathy. And you have to admit your children are pretty stunted on the empathy scale. Come on, you've read my book. You know all this.
Dr. McLean, we haven't read your book. Nobody reads anymore. We brought our children to you because you had a book. What kind of parents would we be if we brought our children to an unpublished psychologist? Everything we do is for their mental health. We give them everything so that they won't have to suffer the pain of envy.
Look, Doc, I'd kill myself to make the kind of bankroll to support these kids' lives and this whole mechanized house.
Look, I can't fault your intentions, but I do think you might have rather overdone it on the technology. You're not to blame, you're not alone, it is more common than not. But we have to go full dirty on the technology.
Oh, well, I think George and I could do that.
I mean for the children. They have to go full turkey with you. No more technology for them anymore at all. Ever.
Ever? Look, Doctor. Let's be reasonable here.
Doc, you don't understand. I'm so tired.
Exhausted. I mean, even though Happy Life Home does everything for us, I still think that what we do for the children, I mean, every waking moment, it is something.
Without some kind of break in the lesson.
And the tutoring.
And the dance teams and the sports teams. I swear, sometimes I think if it weren't for this technology, I wouldn't be alive.
It's the only thing keeping us from pushing the kids off some ledge. Please don't take their technology away.
I have heard this before, but you've got to cut the cord. They get mesmerized by what they see on these screens and they can't think of anything else. They miss a minute of it and they think their lives are ending. George, Lydia, you let this house and this room replace you and your wife in your children's affections. This room is more important than their mother and father in their daily lives than their real parents. And now you come along and want to shut it all off. No wonder there's hatred here. You can feel it coming out of the sky. Feel that. Stop. Turn everything off. Start new. Law. I'm affiliated with an institute in Montana. I think would be the perfect candidate. It's a ranch. Get the whole family out there to decompress. Get back in touch with nature. Do some yoga. Grow yoga. I have my colleagues and I come up with a program of reintegrative therapy for the kids. It'll take time and Bitcoin, but you'll see it. Your children go bad in just a year. But you do have to cut the cord. Shut down the works, start with the playroom, and do it today. Now.
I don't think the playroom will like being turned off.
Goodness, paranoia is big around here today. What's this?
This is yours. This is mine. How did that get here?
I'll be back tomorrow to pick you up, and then we can be on our way.